can hear the fan starting. Like
I'm out of here.
Good morning, Mr. Cute. Oh, hello, Mrs. Cute. Mr. and Mrs. Cute. So this is the lovely Westport Lakes. It's really quite serene here, considering where we are. So just over all the trees is Burslem, which isn't the prettiest of places, I have to say, having frequented the local kebab house yesterday. But this is lovely, it's very serene, lots of wildlife around. The canal itself is just over the embankment there. So the canal runs directly alongside Westport Lakes, so nice moorings, lots of rings, so all good. So, good morning. It's Tuesday the 19th of July and today we've got a bit of a mission on today. Ultimately, we're trying to get to Chester, which is Friday. Before that, I've got another little deadline because I need to do some online work on Thursday afternoon. So I need to be in a place that has got decent signal. I need to guarantee that. So what that's actually done, if I look at where we would naturally land on Thursday afternoon, looks on the map like it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. I don't like the look of that, and I'm going to get very stressed if that indeed is the case. So we've reassessed the plans in the effort to try to get to the outskirts of Chester by the Thursday afternoon. Hello, Mrs. L.
Good morning.
So that means we've got to push on today. Now, unfortunately, that means we're pushing on what's supposed to be the hottest day of the year, where the whole world has been told to calm down and don't do anything ridiculous. We're actually going to do Heartbreak Hill. So the whole thing. So we're going to go through Harecastle Tunnel first thing this morning. So that'll be nice and cool, no doubt. But then we've got a big old jaunt, something like 31 locks across 12 miles, I think. So that's going to be quite an ask. It's an ask anyway on any day, but today it's going to be a bit hot. So the plan for the day, the strategy is slow and long, because obviously we've got daylight until 9:30 at night, and it's only 7:30 now, and we can't go through the tunnel till maybe 8. I don't know. We're going to go down there in a minute and see what the situation is.
Introduce them to our cooler.
We have got our cooling mechanism, which is an old Mr. Muscle advanced power window and glass. This is not a paid advert. That we've now washed out and filled with water. So we've got a nice mister, haven't we? So we can mist ourselves with water, and that will do well. We've also made sure that we've got 2 big 2-litre bottles of water, which we have to be disciplined in and making sure that we are drinking that. After every lock, have a good slurp, because yesterday was hot, we didn't have all the locks. And at the end of yesterday, I couldn't stop drinking, be it beer, juice, water, whatever. I couldn't stop drinking, and I wasn't going to the toilet. and throughout the night I didn't go to the toilet.
Okay, enough information now.
So that would indicate that I was dehydrated. I didn't think I was, but I obviously was. So that's really important today, isn't it, darling?
It is.
So, shall we get on with the day, darling?
Yes, please.
All right, you guys have a good day. And obviously, too late. By the time you see this, you'll be thinking, I had a really bad day on the 19th of July. And Lumpy just wished me a good day.
This is going to irritate me.
It's going to be a fun game. And here we are, in the queue for the Harecastle Tunnel, which is L. Looks like, what, are your star sign Aquarius?
No, it's Aries.
Oh, what are you carrying water for then?
Can't think of anything to say witty.
So, it's just coming up to 8 o'clock and there's only 5 boats here, so we're 6th. And I believe they can let 8 in at a time, but I don't know whether they come from the north first, whether they bring through from the other side or whether they go from this side first. So I'll go and ask the question in a minute, I think. But there's the very famous Harecastle Tunnel. I've seen it on everybody else's vlogs. I've seen it on many pictures. It's bizarre, isn't it, that tunnel entrance when you're driving into someone's house. What always amazes me around here is how the water goes very brown, almost olive green brown. And it's only just, you know, in the last quarter of a mile that it's gone like that. So, I don't know, it must be something that comes off the hills, some sort of clay or something that's washing in. There's a fine sight. So, the plan has slipped a little bit already, so we're at 9 o'clock now. Ideally I wanted to be at the other side of the tunnel for this, so I guess we're probably about 40 minutes behind where I wanted to be with a long day ahead. That's fine, as I said, as long as we're not too tired, we can continue into the early evening, so that'll be fine. Here comes Mrs. Lumsden with my water that I have to keep taking. Scott.
Drink up to 9 o'clock.
Says what I have to do on it there, look. Good morning, have a nice day, remember your goal. So I better get on and have a drink. Here we go, Harecastle Tunnel. I don't know that we're going to see much.
Harecastle.
Well, in your language, Harecastle, because for some reason it seems to grab an R for somewhere when it doesn't have an R in it, does it? See the old tunnel entrance over there, look.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was Brindley's tunnel entrance. Have I told you about this? So there's 3 tunnels go through Harecastle Hill.
Mhm.
Brindley's was completed in 1777. It took 12 years to dig. It was actually 9 foot wide, but no towpath. So the lads, so you're thinking now a mile and a half or something, had to lie on the roof and push the way through there. How horrific would that be? So 1826 or something, Mr. Telford came along as he usually did, and cut this tunnel.
Brindley died before Telford.
Yeah, they were about 60 years apart, I suppose, 50, 60 years apart. So Telford always had that 50, 60 years of extra technology. Not that technology massively moved on in those days, but they used both the tunnels for a while, sort of separate directions. But then the amount of subsidence below the ground here started to make Brindley's unsafe, so it was closed down. And there was a towpath put into the Telford one. Took a couple of years to put a towpath in. And then that towpath was taken out in about 1920 something or other. And there was an electric tug put in that used to drag the boats through. And that has eventually discontinued as well. So here we go, into Harecastle.
Exciting. Morning. What was that, sorry? Oh no. You can hop on and we'll let you off the other side.
Wonderful. Oh, you got some pretty lights have come on. You're going to light your little candle as well.
With a whole bat of war.
Oh, you can hear the fan starting. Like
I'm out of here. Shit.
This is Lumsden. He's not comfortable with being shut in somewhere. And then the last thing is, oh, I can feel the wind. Are you all right, Mrs. Lumsden? Watch your head if you come out.
I'm not coming out.
Sorry, the noise of the fans.
It's too loud. I don't like
It's lovely. It's really atmospheric. You didn't need that bang, did you? Are your underpants all right?
I don't think we need to go there.
If you could see Mrs. Lumsden now, it's like this. Just below me on the steps. Come on, Mrs. Lumsden, stop being a wuss. Oh, see the mist. The mist of doom is coming down. Coming up. It got wet there.
This is
the
the
mist.
most pleasant. Oh dear.
There's a mist. There's a mist that's rolled in. They said to us because of the difference in air temperature that we might come across this mist that comes sweeping down the tunnel. And it's kind of just happened. It wasn't as dramatic as it was kind of described. I was expecting this complete wall of pea super. See, that's quite nice, isn't it? Take your fingers out your ears now, darling.
It's my way of keeping safe.
What about joke of the day? Let's have a joke. We did the wasp joke yesterday. Let's go for an Englishman, Irishman and a Scotsman walk into a pub and the barman says, "This has got to be some sort of joke."
Oh my God.
Did you like it?
Did like it.
You thought it was going to be racist, didn't you?
No.
No, it wasn't. It was just funny. I'll tell another joke tomorrow. I've got a big one lined up. It's got a naughty word at the end. It's not a massive naughty word. I think majority of my adoring fans can accommodate that one sort of word.
What's the word?
If I give you that word, I'll give away the punchline.
Okay.
Hey up, missus.
Hey up.
Can you see me?
Don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so? I'm here. I'm here at back. Changes of the tunnel profile just here. There's a little bit smaller there. Oh, I see some water coming down the boat. So it's suddenly gone a lot lower. I'm to watch the cabin top now. I wonder why everybody had slowed down ahead. Nice though. It's very atmospheric. Well, that's really close. I don't know if you can see that. Can't really see it, can you? It's just right there. Cabin top is so close there, so you can't really see. But that tunnel is literally 4 inches above my head, 6 inches above my head. That looks like it's going to widen and height change, I think. Yeah, that's a bit better. Oh, that's it, comfy. I was getting a crick in my neck. So those of you that are old enough to remember, and I'm sure that's most of you, you remember back in the 70s, I think 1975, the Leslie Whittle murder. I've just been speaking to John before we came into the tunnel. He grew up around here, and he was telling me that kind of up above here is where it all happened. The Black Panther, I think they nicknamed the murderer. Was that Leslie Nielsen, Zoe Nielsen, Dennis Nielsen? Leslie Nielsen's a film star. Dennis Nielsen, I think. I think he stashed her body into one of the ventilation shafts or something. Might have been to do with more to do with the train tunnel. Yeah. So that wasn't nice. I remember that as I was a kid. I'd have been about 9 or 10 when all that was happening. She went missing for months. I think there might have been a ransom demand or something, and then that didn't happen, and then they eventually found the body. So it was a bit grim, a bit gruesome. Leslie Whittle, her name was. And it was all around the Kids Grove area. Well, we're going to exit into Kids Grove, and we eventually come out of the tunnel. So I've sent Mrs. Lumsden down to look out for the skeleton. Apparently there's a skeleton in the wall towards the exit. Let's see if she finds him. Hello, Mrs. Lumsden.
Hello.
You're a long way down there. Are you all right?
Yes, thank you.
Good. Have you found the skeleton yet?
No.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled. Did you see how low it got?
Yeah.
I was scared. My cabin top was a bit close at one point.
Oh dear.
She missed the skeleton, I reckon. She missed the skeleton. Did you miss the skeleton?
Why do you think I would have missed it when I've been sitting here for 10 effing minutes waiting for it?
Oh, I can feel the warmth. Oh, that's nice. Can you feel the hot air coming, Pooh?
Yeah.
Nice. One boat ahead of me just leaving, and then I'm the next one out. Looks a bit of a strange exit, actually. There's a bit of a nasty turn that you have to make. Just watching him, his stern's hitting the towpath as such. So the guy in front's having a bit of a kerfuffle. He's moving away now. And that was the Harecastle Tunnel. Eh? Oh, I don't know. What on earth's going on? I don't quite know what he wants to do. Thing is, my front's drifting towards yours now. You're going there? What? I'm going to kiss the front of yours, I think. That's the last one through. What amazes me is the colour of the water. It is bright orange. And that was the whole Harecastle Tunnel experience. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that.
Everything clear
Did
on
you
it?
enjoy the Harecastle Tunnel, Mrs. Lumsden?
It was all right.
It was all right.
No, it was okay.
Let's see the colour of the water.
I know. Why is it like that then?
Well, it's clay or iron,
Watch
maybe.
where you're going, Kenny.
So that was a really nice surprise. We just came out of the tunnel, and a guy called Ian on Narrowboat Grace was desperately trying to hand me something. I recognised his face. I thought, what's he trying to hand me? We both went into a bit of a reversing kerfuffle with everybody around thinking, what on earth are those two narrowboats doing? But anyway, I managed to get a handover, and I think it's sloe gin. I'll go and have a look. It is indeed some sloe gin. Special honeyed sloe gin, Ian Davenport 2021. With regards from the chair of the Hollingwood Canal Society. That's nice, isn't it? Well, thank you, Hollingwood Canal Society and Ian. Cheers, I'll enjoy that later. So this is the junction of the Macclesfield Canal. I've heard a lot of good things about the Mac. It's supposed to be very pretty and nice. So that's one for the future, Mrs. L. Think about that.
Yes.
Macclesfield Canal, we need to do that at some point. But for now, we need to work out which of these two locks do we take. Do we take any? Or do we have there's only one in operation? We shall see. I'm going to send you off on a scouting mission, Mrs. L. Do your best. There go John and Bev. Obviously going up the Mac where I want to go. Have a good trip, guys. Absolutely sneaking through here. There's no water in this pound. Look at this. I'm having to guess at where the water is.